The last 2 days I've gotten to know Julia and her horses a whole lot better. It's been super interesting to work with top athletes, horse and rider, to see the demands of an eventing horse, the level of fitness, and how the management of the system can also come together in these circumstances. I'm looking forward to what the last day will bring. I feel on Julia that she has got everything in the planning. She's very good at the schedule of what are we planning for this year? How can we best set that up for this type of horse? And all of these sort of schedules and running of the operation in order to come to a certain destination and place, you know, that you can't achieve the things she's achieved without that. But that also creates this sort of internal circulation of energy in your body. This sort of operating at a real high end means that your expression of self is also high energy.
I mean, I have 12 horses. I usually sit on a horse from 8 to, let's say, 4, or I teach after, and I don't do much lunch break, so a lot also has to happen while I sit on a horse. And for me, there are different stages. Sometimes I just hack or ride around, and that's also sometimes when I do a phone call, or sometimes also if I have to ride 6-7 horses after that, I listen to an audiobook, you know, to also be in a bit of a relaxed mindset.
So just lifting up the rein without any backwards connection. Doesn't matter if he moves. Good. And lifting up again. And when you feel him lean down, then you drop the rein. There's a little bit and drop the rein. So we teach him actually to close his eyes from the rein.
We have Nickel, the best horse right now. He, like at home, he's usually tense when he's doing anything outside of the indoor arena. If it's, or let's say outside of his safe space. And yeah, I think he's fairly easy to work with, but he might take some more repetitions. Either he's chill or not. There's not much in between.
Then when you feel the belly start to go out towards your leg, then you just let the leg go forward. Yep, good, like this, and then drop the rein again. And then the same again, only left leg. Yep, good. Yes, and then let the leg go forward, good. Leg back again.
I am of the opinion it's sometimes good to take the focus away a bit and then put it back. Also for the horse. Like sometimes if you work the horse and then I get a phone call and sometimes I have to take it. Like I can't call everyone back after 6. Most people don't work anymore after 6. Like, go to walk, take a rest, and then you start again. It's actually better because you automatically changed a bit the pattern.
And just lifting up the rein. Yeah, so we put a block out in front, not that we take him back. Good, then relax on the rein again. Yeah. Good, let the leg forward, better. Good, leg back and on again. Just the one. Good, and let the leg forward. And then back again.
And the reins I leave long?
Yeah. Good, and let the leg forward. Yeah, good. So that you'll start to be able, now, before we've only done the lower abdominal breathing, you can move that up to the mid, and you can also move that to the back, that they breathe through the whole rib cage. But at the moment we're just doing the lower, so we connect this awareness to, instead of the hand, you use the leg. I just take the tools and then we can, there's all this stuff going on, which of course can't not affect your physiology And that I also feel in her horses. And in some aspects, I feel that that is helping because they become one kind of partnership where the horse really feels from her, we have this task that is extremely important. But in some moments, the circulation of energy is, I think, difficult for the horses, but also for Julia to really be able to sometimes take a moment to say, no, I'm just going to be without distraction. And I think that's the thing, if we can bring that into the training, it'll help both Julia and her horses a lot. So the first thing is with the long rein, and you let him go wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, let him go where he wants.
Yeah, like this.
Go home.
Yeah.
Probably.
So seeing where the energy goes, if he walks to the right, then we redirect to the left. So if you have the feeling sometimes you can't let the rein go, then we do the backwards and across. So you pick up the rein a little bit, imagining that he's walking off. And we do the movement here where you feel that the outside front leg goes backwards and the left front goes to the left. So no legs on, and you're creating this step.
Oh, backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, just open to the left. This step, good. Yeah.
Which way? This way?
Yeah. So no legs on. That's the most difficult bit. Yeah, good. And then every time he takes a step, you make the rein loose. Good, like this. Backwards from the right rein and relax. And keep your right hand on the right side of the neck. Yes, like this. Until you feel that the head and neck start to follow the front leg. So that we're just reversing this direction of energy in the body. Yeah, good. Yes, and good. And drop the rein again. And you should feel from that exercise when you drop the rein, just feel that you drop, even if you feel like, oh, he's going to walk off and you want to protect him from doing it, just place the rein a little bit up the neck. Yeah, place the rein more up the neck, as in loose. Just drop the buckle. Yeah, like this. Good. So this becomes the reset. You should feel that he gets lower and lower the more he opens. And the more he starts to follow your rein, the looser you become.
Okay, so that's basically the pattern to do to chill him.
Yeah.
Eventually.
This is your warm-up. Go into the warm-up arena and this exercise. Just moving the front leg. We do one more time to the left. Yeah, good. Good. Yes. Backwards. There he takes a forward step with right front. There's better. Yeah. Good. Yes. More left leg off. Yeah. Get into the rhythm of the feet. Yeah. There's good. There's good. And relax again. Long rein. Just drop. Yes. This is the bit you want to feel. When the legs start to influence the upper body, then you will start to get the relaxation. And then we slowly pick up the weight of the rein, looking that he makes this feeling from the bit, the rein first coming up, and then if you make contact, the bit will also come up. Pick it up from, like you're picking up two bits of string, yeah, like this, wait. Good, and then lift it up a little bit, and drop the rein, yeah, it's already. So this is the same as if you were going to do this. It's the tuning in to himself. And then slowly again, and see how little, slower, because you have to be able to feel when there's one ear or what there.
And then I drop.
A little bit.
A little bit what?
A little bit releasing. So think of this measurement. Yeah, and drop again. And then you can drop all together, because then you get a blink of the eye as well. Yes, like this. And drop the rein a little bit. Yeah, there, good. Yes, this feeling. And then the belly on this side, so one leg. Yeah. Same thing, when you get one ear. Yeah, good. Leg away. Yeah, same on the other side. And if he was to go the other way, then I would help you. Like if he was to go further away now with this, same again, right leg. And he didn't have a response, so now just pick up the rein. And then think also of a redirection then. So when you pick up the rein, always do the behind and across.
Like this.
Yeah, yeah. And relax and drop the rein again. Yeah. So it's the management of his body goes up there and we say, no, we go here and rest. But if we goes forward and up and we just go back, then we have two conflicting energies and we're restraining and containing, and he's not turning his own energy because he steps back and opens. The opening is creating the rest. Then we do a little bit the tools. And then the approach here of right front. So steering with your right rein, that the right front leg comes towards the bag. So this is the approach thing. Perfect. And relax. And then this side. Yeah. Left front. Yeah. Goes towards. Good. When he goes towards, and you just give rein, let him follow. Yeah. Right front. Yeah. And let him follow. Good. And left, yeah, good. So in the beginning, just that he's approaching the bag and not that I come to you and just put it on and then he's running off and I'm chasing after you. Left front. Perfect, good. Yeah, left front. Yeah, no rein, drop the rein. Yeah, good. Yeah, just drop to the buckle. Yeah, buckle a little bit up the neck. Good, and then start to lift the rein, like the tension release. A little bit two hands, wide rein, feel the bit. Yeah, a little bit up. When you feel him lean down a little bit into the contact, then you drop the rein. Yeah, stay there. Good, and drop the rein. Yeah, all the way. Good, yes.
He's not too sure what we're doing.
No, it's all right. We're just looking for these little bits here. And that what he does in the end is the important bit. That he realizes where we're going with it. And we just introduce all the little things independently. And it's so that he knows how to manage himself and his body and his physiology in the space, also when we trigger it. And then lifting again.
Oops.
Just measure and feel between the two. Yeah, good, and relax again. There. That's easier for me because I'm standing here. I can see what the...
Would you, if you, like now I would think he's, okay, of course he's a bit with us, but he's also being elsewhere. Would you sort of try to get his attention a bit more, or would you just wait?
Yeah. If anything, for me, the horse going away is an advantage of learning how he comes back.
Okay.
So the idea is not to have him here, but how to teach him how to go from there back to here. When he learns that skill, he'll go less away. So if we try to keep him here, he doesn't learn that skill. Mm. And that we're not then teaching him how he should feel, we're teaching him a position. We change the position. Don't be out there, be here. Now guide the left front. Good. 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 That was a good step. This feeling. Good. Right front a little. Yes. Left front. Good. Yes, and drop the rein again. Good boy. Yeah, and drop the rein again. Good boy. And then lifting the rein again. Good, and drop. Oh, good. And lift the rein again. Oh, good, and drop. So I'm going to present the flag. What you're not allowed to do is put the leg on. So when he's here and he has then the two eyes, and then it's to keep the wide hand and only opening the two front legs that he comes towards the tool. Yes, yes. And here now right front. Good. And now left front, no legs on, good. And relax on the hand. Good. And right front. Now you can see how much the front leg stops the rest of the body. Left. Yes. Good. Good. Left hind. So then the leg on.
And then
Yeah,
like
exactly. Good, like this. You go a little bit in trot, just make a circle or just a normal trot that you feel. You can make one circle. Yes. Good. This is better. And then he makes contact. So this is approach and touch. So when he touches, the thing goes away. Then you go on. This time when you feel the flag goes up, you can give him just a voice aid that is the moment where he should go forward towards the flag.
Yep.
Good. Yes. Good. Very good. Yeah, good with the front legs. Yeah, perfect. And then away again. Good. And then the rest point in between. So we build a pattern now after he does something, after he's been, hey, good boy, stimulated by something. We build a pattern. So always be able to stand, take the tension, release. If he drops the neck by himself, it's okay. If he doesn't feel like breathing, you can use the leg, but he did the breathing already first by himself.
I think it's a lot with breathing. Sometimes I feel he stops breathing when and then he's at some point doing like
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that you can tune in by all of the time just bringing his attention to it. And that will also strengthen the functionality of the back end.
Like if in theory, couldn't I do it often enough and always do like this? And then at some point I do this and he's fine.
Yeah.
If he knows and if everything is installed and you have one push button where it happens, it could be whatever, theoretically.
Yeah.
Practice enough.
But that's also the same as in the end, if you just lift your finger, he's at a standstill. And if you just think about the stomach, he will have the breath. It's just a matter of how much does he know you're talking about that part of the body and what should he do to change it. The thing that I really find unique about Julia is that her system and planning and her way of analyzing each of the horses actually never really seems to turn off. She's always thinking about what is the best strategy for every horse, for every situation. She has a great ability to adjust, to adapt. Okay, this horse, it's not quite fitting him at the moment, so we have to make an adjustment. We have to be able to plan. And I think that's a great skill to have for any rider in any stage of working with horses. You have to be adaptable. You have to see who is my horse, what is he thinking, and how can I adapt in order to help my horse in this situation. And this is what's, of course, a big contributing factor for her being a top athlete.
Ideally, I get the horse maybe when it's 4, because I like to see the development of the horses. Also, it's very rewarding if you started them and then at some point they do something good. Like once or twice I almost started crying while doing cross country because I was quite overwhelmed to think, okay, I broke this horse in like 4 years ago and now he's doing 7 years of world championship and he's just coming home clear almost in time, and it's really like it's a very proud feeling if you feel them grow and get confident and do well. Go! Where do we want to tape the backs?
Oh, just leave them over there and I make them up in a minute.
The young ones are a little bit more like maybe some sort of child, which you help to grow, while the older ones are more like a partner. You also have a certain expectation, like they know things, and okay, that's a bit the goal, and you expect a bit more. While of the young ones, you don't expect much. Maybe they shouldn't buck you off, but it's a different mindset, and you have to know your horse very well, I think. How it will react how do they react when they get a little bit more tired maybe, or how do they react to certain jumps, how much do I have to do, what do I have to do then. I would say it's a bigger variety of things that will happen you have to be prepared for.
It's like day 2. I feel Julia's ready for the real weird stuff.
And do you do that now to get him under tension, or to see how he reacts, or to get him to feel and then you take him to another state? Or
Yeah, I've done a lot with my own body, with Tai Chi, Qigong,
okay.
and traditional Chinese medicine, these sorts of things. And the slap technique is to be able to follow where the direction of energy in your body is going, and to get a good circulation of that. So when we do ourselves, we would go always with the circulation of energy down the outside and up the inside of the legs. And we go up the outside of the arm, the upper body, and down the inside. So upper body is one way, lower body is the other way. When the energy in your body is not going in one direction, then you have a certain moment where the energy is colliding in your body. So the slap technique is getting the circulation to flow one way. And for him at the moment, sometimes he's getting the front end going up and the back end coming in. So if we can get both going a little bit out, then we don't have the collision of the energy in the body, and so we don't have these moments of this sort of reflex reaction. And later when we do the tools to teach him, okay, when there's a noise, when there's a movement that will cause a blockage in your body, how can you come back to this state of control? So what we want to see is not where's that coming from, but how is that making me feel? And in the beginning it's difficult because the horses are hardwired to say, where is that coming from? They're not hardwired to think about themselves. It's not like how am I feel.
Normally you look, what do I have to run from?
Yeah. How is the environment and what do I have to do differently? TRT tools, you can buy this in the web shop next week. So same as the slapping. But it's not skin. So we just basically cover more surface area of the skin. The action of having a bag in your hand and slapping a horse, people go straight to, oh, he's sacking him out. The old fashion. Now I cause the tension, but anytime he feels that in the body, he has to think, like release myself of that, teach himself how to do that. So he gets this self-management system, self-regulation, that he learns to be in control of his own physical and mental soundness. He is in control of that.
And would you say he's doing that right now? Like, managing himself?
Yeah, yes. Yesterday, if I walked towards him with the bag, he was running off.
True.
So this is enough for him now, this small session, and then we pick up and we each time with him do a little bit. Maybe we do a bit less the next time or a bit more, just depends how he is.
Oh boy.
So guys, this was the last episode of our 3-part series for now with Julia. It of course was an amazing experience to see and step into her world, to her professional world with her horses, all of the things she's got going on, what she's achieved in the past, but also what she's going to achieve in the future is going to be a very exciting thing for her team, for everybody, her family around her. I think the horses are wired to think about survival.
Some horses are maybe better able to tolerate
for sure.
another state of being, but
for sure. Okay. What a real special moment was to feel that we're actually very aligned both. We're both really feeling of how can we give the horses the sense and the feeling of being able to manage themselves, so they feel and believe they have all the tools to do the job. And now I think through this process she's been able to see where the missing links are. She's going to be able to go through these basic foundational patterns and feel where the problem's coming from, instead of having to feel, okay, I'm going to try a bit this, I'm going to let them get more experience, I'm going to take them out more, but really go to the source. It was a great experience. I'm really looking forward to the future. And to me is of course seeing them at the shows and seeing the horses starting to use those new skills and have some belief in them, and that they really help Julia, her horses and her team to achieve all the things they want to achieve in the eventing sport.
Like, my dream would be to quietly work my horses most of the time. Doesn't have to be as many. Maybe have some students do a couple of shows, but not that much. But still get enough money to finance myself. And like, the main goal for me when I bring up a horse or teach a horse is to bring the horse in a position that he can help himself. The work we do here is one element of it, to especially maybe help in situations where we don't quite find the right key yet. And I'm always on the look of finding the next or the right or the better solution for a horse.
So stay tuned to watch this series where we visit the next member of our collaborative, Alizé Vermont. We're going to be visiting her and her amazing horses at home, so don't miss that one. See you then.